Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Kimothy, and on this channel we speak everything personal finance. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the average salary by age. Now, this is one of my first kind of videos like this on my channel, where I'm not really giving you financial tips, just kind of informing you the average salary of a person that's your age. Now, this can just be an eye-opening video for you. You may be thinking you're doing bad, but you might be actually average. You may be above average. But I also want you to remember that it's not really about how much you make, but how good you are at managing your money. A person could be making 100K a year, you might be making 50K a year, but you're living more comfortable because you're a better manager of money than the person that's making 100K a year. So first I want to start with the average overview of salaries. So in the US, the average salary is around $59,000. This number can vary depending on your age, where you live, and your level of education. But today we're going to focus on the salary and how it changes depending on age and what that might mean for where you are in life and how you can continue to grow your salaries. So for 16 to 24-year-olds, the average salary is about $38,000. So at this stage, you're just starting out, you're about to graduate high school, or you just graduated college, and you start out with an entry-level salary of about $38,000, which is pretty good, especially if you're coming out of college and going into your big boy or big girl job. But you have to remember, you're just starting out. You might not have retirement yet. You might not have a big savings yet. So this is really the time where you start building your foundation, starting to shape your financial future at this stage in life. So the money might not be high. It's time to build your experience and skills in the field that you're working in and really set the foundation for your future earnings so that when you do reach the 35s, the 45s, you're above the average. Focus on building skills and experience in this age group. So now for 25 to 34-year-old, about $58,000. And this is still below your peak earning years, as you'll see later as you get older. This age group, you might be settling into your career. This is the age group that I'm in. I'm 27 and I am settling into my career, looking into supervisory positions, looking into growing my experience, looking into gaining new skills. In this age group, you might be buying your first house, might be having your first or second kid. This is average income, about $60,000, which is still good, but this is also time to focus on advancing your career. You want to be above the average, continuing to build skills and continuing to build education and continuing to build experience. Also within this age gap, this is when you start making big financial decisions. If you do make bad decisions, they can affect you for a long time. So just be sure to really think about the financial decision that you make in this age group, because you do start making more money, you do gain more freedom. So just make smart decisions, especially when it comes to finances. Now for the 35 to 44-year-old age group, this group actually has the highest average salary, which is about $67,000 a year. We could just round up to $70,000 a year. Now, when you're in this age group, you're potentially in a managerial role. Now, these manager roles might pay more, which is why you're making around $70,000 a year, or you could just be in the same role that you were in when you were in your late 20s, early 30s. Still, you have financial pools from all over the place. You have kids that are getting older, they're going to school, they're participating in sporting events. You still have a mortgage that you're paying for or rent that you're paying for. As you get older, you gain more responsibilities depending on how you structure your life. If you don't have kids, you have less responsibilities, and if you do have kids, you have more responsibilities. The more people that you bring into your home, the more responsibilities you have to take care of, which is why we want to be above the average of $68,000 to $70,000. We want to be making above the average on a lot of these salaries. So we want to continue to build experience, continue to gain skills. We want to continue to advance in our career. We have all these different areas pulling your money. You want to continue and you want to really focus on budgeting. Budgeting is a key aspect here, and I have talked about budgeting in many videos. Budgeting is super important, so you know where all your money is going, you know how much is going to save, you know how much you're saving for retirement. So budgeting and saving for the future is very key here. It's also very important to budget at every age. No matter how much you're making, you should always be budgeting so you can know how much money is actually going out and how much is actually coming in. So at 45 to 54, the average salary actually dips a little bit, with the average salary being about $66,000, which we can just round to $65,000 a year. So at this stage, you might want to start preparing for retirement. And now at this age, we're going to see how effective you were from the 16 to 24, how effective you were from the 25 to 34, and how effective you were from the 35 to 44, and whether or not you were budgeting then, and whether or not you were investing, whether you were making smart financial decisions at those ages, because now you're going to feel the effect. And now this 45 to 54-year-old age, you're going to start feeling the effects of the decisions that you made in your younger years, which is why it's important to not make impulsive decisions, especially when it comes to purchasing large ticket items like houses and cars. And also at this age, your kids are going to be teenagers or in their 20s, and they might need assistance. They may need $100 here and there because they're just starting out their life, just how you were starting out your life when you were 16 to 24 years old. And from 54 to 64, your average salary is about $64,000. So the average salary just continues to decline as you get older, and as you approach this age, or you have a few years before retirement. But here you want to start seeing how realistic it is for you to retire. how much you need to live off of. And also this time you might want to consider downsizing. You're an empty nester now, all your kids are gone, and now you can kind of focus on maximizing your savings for the retirement that's coming up in the next few years. And the average salary for about 65 years or older is about $54,000. So right here, you're most likely in retirement or very, very, very close to retiring, and you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So you made great decisions from your 20s to your 60s. Now you have a good nest egg. You have a really good retirement fund, so you can go and kind of enjoy your retirement. So now we talked about the average incomes. There are ways that you can improve your income. Say you're not making the average income, you're well below it, and you want to improve your income. So there are ways that you can improve your income, and no matter the age, there are always opportunities to build your income, to gain more money. That might be coming from asking for a raise, picking up side hustles, investing into education that can enhance your skills like courses. So taking these proactive steps can make a big difference in your income. But remember, don't compare yourself. There's always someone doing better than you. So just focus on your journey and what you can do to improve your income. And also when you're making these incomes, you want to be sure to budget. Now I mentioned budgeting earlier in the video, but at every income you want to budget. So when you reach 65, you can retire and live off the money that you saved for retirement when you were younger. But it's super important to budget wisely and live within your means. This helps you keep more money in your pocket and avoid financial stress. It doesn't matter where you are in life, you should continue to budget and make it a habit so that when you do get older, it becomes a second nature thing. And when I say budget, you might think, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to restrict myself? But budgeting is actually a freeing thing because it allows you to spend money in places that you value. It allows you to allocate funds for essentials, savings, and even fun. So there you have it, a breakdown of salaries by age in the US, along with some tips on how to increase your income and why it's important to continue to budget no matter how much money you make, and why it's important to manage your money wisely. And remember, it's not about how much you make, it's about how you handle what you have. So continue to learn, continue to grow, and stay focused on your financial journey. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.